Hey guys, today I'm going to show you how to make a pizza on the brand new Blackstone Pizza Oven. I'm going to show you how to make the dough, build a pizza, and operate the oven. Let's get to it. Dough is one of the most crucial parts of any pizza. This recipe is restaurant quality and super easy to make. Grab an upright mixer. Side note, if you don't have an upright mixer, just follow along in this process in a large bowl and just knead by hand. So we'll take the upright mixer, add 4 cups of flour, 2 tablespoons of kosher salt, and 1 teaspoon of instant yeast. We'll mix that on low with the dough hook for about 30 seconds, just until it's completely incorporated. While that's mixing, we're gonna stir 1 tablespoon of honey into 1.5 cups of lukewarm water. Add the honey water into the flour and mix for a couple minutes. When the flour is mostly hydrated, add the olive oil. Let the dough mix for about 10 minutes until a very smooth and slightly sticky dough is formed. Remove the dough and place into a greased bowl. Cover with a damp towel and let it rest for 15 to 20 minutes. You'll be able to know that the dough is done when you poke it and it slightly bounces back a little bit. Once the dough is risen and set and rested, we're gonna turn it out over onto a floured surface and we're gonna divide it into 3 equal parts. You can use a scale to dial it in and get exact portions, but I typically just eyeball it. Grab each piece, pinch the bottom, roll it up until you have 3 equal sized balls. Each one should look like a little ball of mozzarella. And then once that's ready, you're gonna take an oiled proofing box and just set it in there and let it rest. So here we have our new pizza oven, and I'm gonna show you how to get it started. Over here we have the control panel. This button right here is the on and off switch for the rotating stone. We're gonna turn that on prior to heating. This knob right here will control the igniter as well as the gas flow to the pizza oven. To turn it on, you'll just turn it about halfway and hold it for 10 seconds until it fully ignites. This right here might look like a button, but it's actually a housing that holds the battery for the electric igniter. A good rule of thumb for your pizza stone is that if you're using room temperature dough, you want your pizza stone to be at about 600 to 650 degrees. If you have a lot of toppings on your pizza, or maybe your dough is cold or you're using a take and bake pizza, you might want to lower it down to about 500 degrees just because it'll have a longer cook and that hot stone might burn it before the topping is fully cooked. Now that our dough is ready and our pizza oven is heating up, let's build our pizza. So we'll grab our dough balls, we'll set it on a floured workstation, and we're gonna use our fingers to push the air to the edges of the dough. Just be careful, you don't wanna poke a hole through the dough, and then we're gonna take the edges and we're just gonna pinch them and alternate and kind of let the dough stretch itself. Use the weight of the dough to kind of thin it out, and then eventually you're gonna have a very nice thin base that will hold up all of your toppings. I personally like to build my pizza just directly onto the peel, so make sure you've got a little bit of flour and then lay your dough out onto that. Right here, I have some pizza sauce. I bought it from the store, but you can make it from scratch if you want. You can do a white sauce base, it's up to you, but today we're just gonna be making a pepperoni pizza. We're gonna spread our sauce around about a 1/4 cup or so with a spoon, just get it all the way around to those edges, and then we're gonna add some low moisture mozzarella cheese, sprinkle a little bit, layer out our pepperoni, and then top it with a little bit more shredded mozzarella. Now this is ready to cook. If your pizza's starting to stick to the peel, just lift it up, throw a little bit of flour underneath there and move it around a little bit. It should start to glide off. If it's your first time, make sure to stop the pizza stone before you launch the pizza and then turn it right back on so you get that even cook. Make sure when you're launching your pizza, you're launching it at an angle. That'll just help it glide onto the pizza stone a little bit easier. You can see here it's cooking really fast. This is only gonna take about 90 seconds to cook. This is a very simple pizza. You can see the crust bubbling up around the edges. It's starting to crisp up. It just looks beautiful. You'll have a pizza out in no time. For a finishing touch, I like to turn the pizza oven onto high to help crisp up the cheese and the crust. Well, there you have it. Pizza from start to finish. From making the dough, building the pizza, to operating your brand new Blackstone Pizza Oven. If you have any questions whatsoever about making pizza, please leave them down below in the comments. We'd be happy to answer those questions for you. Be sure to check us out on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and right here on YouTube. If you haven't yet, please subscribe down below. Stay tuned for more pizza content in the future, and have a great day.